Okay, here we are. What have we got first? This is something that we're going to have to be a little bit careful of, and this is isolation. Sometimes things can happen, um, and you back away, and you need to do that sometimes, but don't do it for too long. And I was talking to a really good friend today, and she's been working, 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 and I certainly relate to that. Do you know what I've realized? I've been isolating myself, so she's catching up with people. So that's what I would love you to do over the next few weeks, because it won't be long before we're in winter and maybe we don't go out as often. So if there's someone you can physically catch up with and have that wonderful hug, that would be really, really great. Hi, Joe. Lovely to have you here. Let's see what the next card comes out. Mysticism. And this is what we're not sure of, what we don't know. It's wonderful to delve in it, and I know that a lot of the ladies that watch this and the gentlemen that watch this program, we know that as you become more spiritual, life doesn't often get easier. And sometimes it can be a bit harder, but what it does mean that we tap into what's natural, we tap into what's been hidden up until now, and it can give us a bit of a boost. It can also give us a reason sometimes for coincidences and what's happening. Because once you start to think about what you want and you're putting it out there into the universal flow, the quantum, and that's not woo woo at all. It's all scientific that this energy begins to gather and begins to help you create. And the thing is that you are creating all the time. And if there is something around you you don't like, it's because you were creating unconsciously. So now is the time to create consciously. What is it that you want on an hourly basis, a half day basis, a daily, a weekly? Having that intention, moving towards that always. And the best thing is your purpose right now is you. It's working on yourself, being the lighthouse for you and others around you. Hi, Sylvia. And of course, good old gratitude. I did a talk the other night. I mentioned about it, and I said it's not too late to get one of these calendars, with the big squares. Just write two things every day that you're grateful for. What I love is by the end of the year, it's wonderful to have a look, go back over the months and see what was important to you then. And maybe that gives you an indication of the goals that you want to set for the following month. Let's not wait for the next year. Let's reassess on a monthly basis. And so let me see what the next one is, growth. And of course, again, intentional growth. And what is interesting about this looks like indoor growth to me, this particular picture. Um, and, we've got the roots of a plant here, we've got corn, we've got all sorts of things that are mainly green that is growing there. Hi, Jen. And so this is really important that we look at oxygen outside of our home and inside of our home. Right, just going to get these other cards now, and let's see what we've got here. What's coming up? Right. Beautiful. The magic of nature, which is literally what we were just saying. And we've got a cell here, and it's like nature can get into our cells. We know how refreshing, hi Sharon, how refreshing it can be, to look at the trees and the grass and the clouds. And we're stimulating all what's natural inside of our bodies. So getting out into nature whenever you can. I had an amazing situation on the weekend. A young fellow came to see me, and he hasn't been able to, he's 41, not able to walk on the grass or, pebbles since he was 9. And I'm going to ring him after this, and if I can get the permission to put this part of what we recorded, it's absolutely amazing. and yeah, the magic of the whole thing. So, one more card here. Make music. Okay, have some fun, sing, dance, make music, enjoy yourself. Really important if you can on a daily basis to do that one. And this is family harmony where you can. And remember, family these days goes beyond your blood family. It's often the family that you choose. Sometimes your friends are closer to you than what your family is. So, whatever that means for you, make sure, we seem to have a little bit of a theme tonight, which is staying in contact with people and loving people up. It's really important um, to love people. And sometimes you have to love them at a distance. Okay, what have we got here? Look, surrender to the beauty of nature. This is, again, it's coming up a lot. And, the earth can be under stress, so let's appreciate it while we've got what we have got. And this is an interesting one. I've been dealing with a situation the last couple of days, and I've done as much as I can, and I've absolutely let it go now. So surrender your attachment to results. Uh, Let me see. The formula for success is to do all that you can to make things happen. Then let it go. Let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. So, yep, that's what I've done. Done everything that I can, and now I'm moving on, and obviously curious to see what happens next. And yeah, I'm hoping for a good outcome. Surrender obsessive thinking. I think a lot of us can get stuck in that one. Hi, Kerry. Haven't seen you for quite some time. Uh, Welcome back. And I love this one. Surrender to success. I think we all want to do that. So let me just see. Um, at the moment on my LinkedIn profile, it says metaphysical intuitive, and I feel that that is way too such a mouthful. It was a good idea at the time, so I'm going to be changing it to transformational spiritual life coach. Because these two amazing things have happened on the weekend. It really encapsulated what I believe I do. And so I'm going to be creating some specials around that name, and you guys will be the first to know. So, learning to be techie still, so it might take a little while, but things will be changing. Okay, so what have we got here? Right, painting. I don't know about you guys, but I often give clients some expressive art to do. There's a particular theme, and I get them to just, see what comes out. And literally, this weekend, I'm going to be doing a lot of artwork, and I can hardly wait and hardly wait. And again, it's a surprise project. It's going to take some time, but once it's available, you people will be the first to know. Okay, so everybody's welcoming Kerry, and she's been busy with work and walked in early for a change. There you go. So you've captured us on our early night. So I want to remind you that every one of you are the gift. So inside each one of you is love and caring, and that's what we always see in the chat here. Everybody talking and saying hello to each other, and that just makes it a very cozy situation, atmosphere amongst us all. And I absolutely love it, I have to say. Okay, so what have we got here? The divine child, and I believe this is what's inside all of us. Um, Kerry was let off early by my 100-year-old client. Wow, awesome, Kerry, awesome. So maybe you may have already asked her, but maybe you could ask for all of us, what's her secret? What does she feel is the secret to her longevity? Maybe 5 hints that we could, you know, uh, discuss, chat about. What are the five things that has helped her live a long life? I always remember one lady saying, I never got married. And we'll just leave it at that. Okay, let's see what else is coming up here. So we've got water, which is, of course, communication. But I feel, oh, thanks, Kerry, for all of us. Yes, that, I would love to see what that is. We'll be back again on Friday. If you may only see them once a week, so whenever you can, Kerry, there's no pressure, but we'll be really interested to see what her top five are. And so we've got water here, and this is showing as a fountain. Hello, Angie. Sending love and hugs from Angie and Sarah. Amazing, amazing women. Just absolutely beautiful. And this card here, with it being the fountain, what you notice is it's a controlled and this is about communication. Hi, beautiful Sarah. So this is about communication, but it's in a structured form. But what I love about it is it's quite pretty. It's something that we are attracted to. So this is for each one of us, where when our communication is enthusiastic and passionate and we know what we're talking about and we're also really listening, that's part of it. It's not just all the talking. Lynn, hi from Spain. Hi, Lynn, lovely to have you. What we've got here is your language can really be wonderful to somebody. And I know that when often all of you that are here, I know all of you here, and I always love talking with each one of you, and I get very excited, to see what's going on in your lives. Okay, that's it. An amazing welcome to Lynn in Spain. We just need Dimitri to pop in now from Greece, and we're on our way. And maybe Sue from New Zealand. That would be fantastic. Right, the bed. Now we need to all keep our minds clean here. Well, maybe not. But with this one here, I tend to feel this is the quality of sleep that we need. So just make sure you figured out how much rest you need and how much sleep you need. On average, I can do really, really well with 5 to 6 hours. But now and again, I need to do 7. Very rarely do I do 8. So, Lynn, uh, where is Sylvia? Yeah, true, says Sharon. So Sharon's in the Southern Highlands. If everybody can just pop in where they are, and maybe where you are in Australia, that would be good. So Lynn can get an idea of um, who we've got on the show right now. So what an amazing group of ladies. And look, I'm saying amazing, and we've got the maze. And this is sometimes what life feels like. So Joe's from Melbourne. Oh, you're boring, Barb, am I? What did I just say? Often, there's a delay here in the chat. So sometimes I say something and people will say to me, "Oh, I agree with that." And I think, I wonder what it was that they agreed with because the chat is quite slow. Okay, so we've got Brisbane, we've got Sydney, Lower Blue Mountains. I'm in Gosford. There we go. All right. So let's go on to the teacup, and we've got Muswell for Sharon. Okay, Southern Highlands, fantastic. Is Jenny here? I think she is. Jen, are you Windsor or Richmond, Jen? She may not be. All right, so there we go. Right, teacup time. Here we got the teacup. Let's just see what's going on here. Ooh, right. What what is happening in here? There's heaps of activity straight away. And Jen is Windsor, New South Wales, yeah. And there is the clocky, the cuckoo clock, so if we've got anybody from Switzerland, uh, right. So here I've got the shape of Australia, and it's actually reaching across the world. And of course now, isn't it wonderful with the internet because it just spreads right across the world. I love the internet, the way we can all be talking around Australia and overseas. So Sylvia was being naughty. Okay, Sylvia, I can take it. So this is to do with time, and it may be time in different countries. So it might be an idea to tell us what time it is in Spain, Lynn, because I know it's a different time in Brisbane. And if Silvana comes on, she's from Adelaide. So this is something to do with time. It's very precious, as we know. We can earn money, we can replace money, but we can't replace time. So it is super, super important that at the end of each day, even if it was 10 minutes, 15 minutes, that you go, I'm really glad I did that. So it might be to read a book, it might be to do a quick sketch, it may be that all important phone call. So 10:36 in the morning for Lynn. There you go. Right. And here I've got flowers being exchanged. So someone here is going to be a little bit wined and dined. So not sure if there's a birthday coming up or whether there's a date coming up, but there is this rose that's coming. Um, so two people here looking at each other, feeling rather good, rather nice. So maybe this is where um, friendships are going to another level. Sylvia, now we're the same time now. Okay. I get times all mixed up. Okay, so we're moving around, and I've got what looks like the court jester here. And of course, that is zero in the ordinary tarot cards. And this is about gathering up yourself, gathering up your talents, gathering up your confidence, and deciding to step out. And it's the last sign here, just before um, a blank canvas. And of course, we're in a year 9 for everybody. Um, so let's see. Okay, Lynn, it's 6:37 p.m. for me. So here we go. This is about gathering up your talents, gathering up your courage, and stepping into something that is new. Now, there's very little to give you an indication whether you're on the right path or not. However, in about a month or 6 weeks after you've said, this is what I'm going to do, and you go for it, the money starts to come in, and it actually gathers momentum. Sharon, your new job. Yes, congratulations. So tell us, was that sort of a bit of a step into the unknown, Sharon? Did that feel as though it was like, oh, I'm going to do it, but oh, let us know. If it was like a bit of a stretch, congratulations. Yeah, absolutely, congratulations. And I'm coming further and further around, and someone here is really thinking about a trip, and I feel as though this is to Europe. Someone really wants to go to Europe. We're all going to have to pack our suitcases and get our passports ready. Maybe we can carry your luggage for you because it looks like you're going to have a great time. To me, it's been a bit of a dream, and I think you're finally maybe a really good deal has come up, but I feel towards the end of the year, someone in the group here is going to go, absolutely. I saw it came, conquered, and I'm going. So go and have an absolutely brilliant time. Okay, Sharon, I asked the universe and received the perfect job to a T. Well done. Oh my God, round of applause from us all. Kerry, my son does want to go to Europe, and yes, new website coming soon. Whoa, absolutely fabulous. All of you here are so talented. I know each one of you in different ways, and all amazing, amazing challenge, but exactly what I needed. Yep, fantastic, Sharon. Really glad to hear it. Well, I'm going to do a couple more cards. I'm on a little bit of a high here. So I'm going to need to calm down a bit so that we can do the meditation. Okay, so let me do these glorious artwork cards here. And let's just see what comes up. And then we're going to take a breath very shortly. Okay, now this is Soulmate. I would like to tell you about this card. For me, I believe there are soul groups. I believe we are all a soul group here. And there are many people that watch this uh, on the replay that can't quite catch us when we're chatting to each other, which is a shame. But it's quite amazing how many people do watch later on the replay. I think the highest that we've had, um, I can't remember whether it's the Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, was 538 views. Now, obviously, I don't know whether that's 3 seconds or whether it's the 30 minutes. I'm not sure. Um, but here we're a soul group. A lot of us have very, very similar, if not the same standards, and that makes us a great tribe. And so, even though I feel it's soulmates because sometimes we can marry a soulmate, uh, but we complete that karma in some way, and then we may meet someone else. So, I think to say one soulmate for me doesn't quite resonate, but certainly a soul group and maybe having more than one soulmate. And I'm sure for you girls here and anybody else watching, sometimes you have the best friend that is also your soulmate. So it doesn't always have to be um, the opposite sex. We're going to end the cards with this one, and we're going to go on to the meditation. And this is just the most beautiful looking card. And it says, let's seek sweetness, invigorate your life, anointed with love. A really, really attractive card. So we are at the meditation point now. So please just relax and take a breath and close your eyes. Just let your eyes relax. And as you do that, imagine the white light coming down into the top of your head and just feeling that slight heaviness coming over your body. It's coming down the back of your head, down the nape of your neck. It's going down the right arm, making the arm feel a little bit heavy, and the elbow, right down to the wrist and the fingers, and just letting that arm go a little bit floppy, and then coming down the left arm, make sure the left arm and the right arm, there's that gentleness, and yet it's a surrender, it's a heaviness right into the hands. And we're going down the back now across the shoulders, just letting that deliberately lower a little bit. Give yourself permission to be in your body, to feel it, to relax, to call your energy back from the week, from the day, and feel that energy going down your spine, the wonderful spine that protects us and all the nerves. Coming down now into the hips, into your bottom, the back of your legs, into the calves, into the heels, underneath the feet, and imagining that that is going deep into the earth, grounding you and releasing any static electricity. It's only for the moment. You're not going to be glued to the earth. It's just that you're grounded at the moment and you're safe. And then the energy coming over the face, over the eyes, and just over the cheeks, letting the jaw drop a little and the tongue relax, and coming into the throat area. Putting both hands on your chest over your heart. And anyone that's just joined, Please do that. Please close your eyes and put your hands on your heart, and that warmth of your hands. Just imagine it's everybody's energy that's coming to you now to support you, to give you strength, and letting your heart, imagining your heart that it has its own pair of lungs. And it is so grateful to be able to breathe. There's a release and a relief just for these few moments that we're all together, but you can do this as often as you like. Getting out of your head, into your heart, into the breathing, into the moment, into the now. And then relaxing your hands and imagining all your major organs settling into place. Really appreciating this time together. See that energy go down the legs and the knees, down the shins, into the feet, and into the ground. With each breath, the body's getting heavier and more relaxed, and it's okay for the body to do that. A lot of us have been on high alert, and so this time is for you. And if your mind is chattering, just say to that part of your mind, it's okay. Just come with me. Come with me deep inside to my sanctuary where it's peaceful. And as you float down, down inside, more and more relaxed, you see your sanctuary door. And as you get close, your vibration just opens that door for you and you step inside. And it closes behind you, and it's a magnificent space, a safe space, your space. And each one of us has a healing bed in front of us, and I'd like you to go and lie on that now. And as you sink into it and you give yourself over to the healing that's about to happen, there's a sense of belonging, and it's true. You do belong. You belong to yourself first. And the pink mist comes. Unconditional love, unconditional acceptance. Nothing matters right in this moment. There's just a relief from day-to-day worries or concerns. And this pink mist is around you, above you, below you, beside you. And it's beginning to seep into your body, into your head, and calming it down. Scooping up thoughts that are taking you away from peace and harmony, and replacing it with soft, gentle, cellular structures that hold a safe space in your mind, a quiet space. And the pink mist is scanning your body, gathering up any cells that are no longer working or are tired or misshapen or have completed their cycle. The pink mist scoops these cells up to being transmuted and transformed into energy for another day. And it replaces these cells by happy little bubbles of cells with so much energy in that the cells and structures and bones and muscles and blood and organs are so excited. They're rejuvenated, reignited with energy, with healing, love, acceptance, compassion, and self-respect. And the pink mist continues through your body, seeking and searching, acknowledging, appreciating how amazing your body is. And in this moment, When there are troubles, know that at this level, this quantum level that you're at now, those worries are fleeting in this area. And maybe you can even see them floating out of you and going with the flow of time, being moved on. Because at this level and this type of healing, worries and negativity can't exist. There's too much flow, there's too much love. I want you to trust the wisdom of your own soul that will guide you through. There will be a feeling. And if you're not sure, you come back to this space and listen to this again to give yourself some time. And at this deep level, just allow your heart to open for deep healing, allowing the light of peace to fill every corner of your being. And tonight is our quantum healing night. And so you notice the light coming under a doorway, and as you stand up, you float towards that door, and as you open it, it's a huge room filled with chairs in a circle. And as you take your place, whichever chair that is, there are others perhaps that you recognize. And you're all smiling at each other, but it's a massive room. And there's room for others to join us at any time, either now or on the replay. And as we sit there, there's amazing. And tonight it is a pink light that comes through our head and it powers out through your heart center. And like the spokes of a wheel, it creates a huge vortex in the center. It's pulsing, it's vibrant, and it's strong. And I would like you to feel invited to go into the center. There is a huge amount of room. In fact, when you enter it, you can't see anyone else. And have your arms spread out and your palms upwards and your head up, and just feel the power of that healing coming through your body. And see yourself releasing the weight of the past, trusting the present moment of this amazing healing, and knowing it is the doorway to your highest good. And trust in divine timing. To receive and know that you are ready to receive love, happiness, healing, and prosperity, and strength, and courage, and centeredness. And in this moment, everything, we are all actually vibrating at the same rate because we're in this vortex. And it's the most accepting feeling. You don't have to be anybody. We don't have to do anything. We are just being ourselves. And just breathe that in and say to yourself, I am here. I am here. And take a breath. And as you go back to your seat, you feel centered and strong and resilient, courageous. And now place inside the vortex your nearest and dearest, and even your pets. There is plenty of room. And as you watch them, you see this healing light pour through them at a cellular, spiritual, physical, emotional, mental level. See the smile on their face. See things lifting off them. And then see them glowing. This healing does not take long. It's on an energetic level. See them surrounded by love and care. And as they move out, I want you to put your community in. Maybe some of the groups you belong to, your colleagues, some of your distant friends, distant relatives, people that you know are struggling, people that need healing but perhaps won't ask for it. And again, see them, these moments of peace and acceptance. It is so amazing to be accepted for who you are, loved for who you are, and seen, acknowledged for who you are. And as these people step out, please put Australia in the vortex. Right round Australia, the birds and the animals in the sky up high, the animals on the land and the animals deep in the ocean, all sentient beings deserve love and respect and healing. And then as you see that taken out, put the world in, the one planet that we all live on. This is a powerful time with this group, putting healing right around the globe and all its inhabitants. I'd like you to see it's beginning to close down now as the pink light comes back into your heart and the area is sealed. The light goes back up from your head. And you get it from your chair and you go back to your sanctuary. The door closes behind you and you walk past your healing bed. And as you get to the door, just with your vibration, the door opens and closes behind you as you step through. And as you float up, you realize you have released a lot of things that you were attached to. And now growth and endless possibilities of love and abundance are possible. And come back into the room where you started, relaxed, refreshed, ready to enjoy your evening or your day or your afternoon. And once again, thank you so much for all of you being here. It's been a real pleasure to share time with you, and I hope you got some value from this evening. Please take care. Whatever you're about to do for the next few days, put your heart and soul into it, smile a lot, and really enjoy yourself. And I will look forward to seeing what you've been up to on Friday. And host to you, Jen. I hope your day went well today. I know you were doing some inspections today, and I hope we've got some good news in a few days. So lots of love to you all. I really care about you. Thank you so much for being here. My pleasure, Kerry. And just wonderful to see how many people turned up tonight. So God bless. Take care. Love you. Bye.